How long does it take for Canadian permanent resident application to be processed? Well, I've got one of the longest timelines, and in my previous vlog, I shared with you the details of my medical exam. So today I'm gonna share with you my timeline of application for permanent residence of Canada that I initiated in 2018. Here in on this screen you'll be able to see the entire journey that I went through since 2018, and then there's been COVID in between, and I suppose that's why my application was delayed a lot. So uh, I think it will be interesting for you to look at one of the longest timelines for application of permanent residence to Canada. Now let me show you, right? Follow me. Here you go. Okay. This is, you see, I initiated this application on January 16, 2018, and this was confirmation of online application transmission. Then on the same day, I got acknowledgement of receipt and application for permanent residence. And then on 23rd of February, means almost 1 month and a week later, I got this request letter for application, and let me show you what happened afterwards. Then on, here you go. Sorry for a little blurred video. Okay, so on March 28, 2018, I got this letter of how to find a job in Canada. They proposed me ways to look out for jobs as my application goes on. Then on July 5, I got another request letter. July 19, another request letter. January, and then you can see I got this letter on July 19, 2018. This was the request letter, and they had asked for my right of permanent residence fee in this letter, right? Afterwards, you can see how long they took to generate another request letter, like from July 19, 2018 to January 26, 2022. 19, 20, 21, almost 3 years and some 8 to 9 months later, they contacted me. In between went all of the COVID, as you know. And then in this request letter, they asked for certain details, means they basically required my updated family status. And then here you see the request letter on April 25, which was basically when I gave them my updated family status. Then they asked me to provide them with the processing fees of my children as well, so that they could be included into my application as dependents. And then I got a procedural fairness. Basically, I provided them with the passports and processing fees and everything, but I forgot to sign the receipt, so the application kept pending. And then they sent me this letter of procedural fairness on June 27, saying that if I do not submit my children's passports, the online copies of my children's passports, then it could have an impact on my case. So when I checked, I realized that I had not signed it. So then I signed and sent them the passports and the processing fees for my children. Then they requested the medical exam of my family, as you can see, on July 6th. And then I gave the medical exam, and here's the result of my medical exam. Let me show you this one right here. This is the latest status. A review of medical results, August 3, you passed the medical exam. Now I have passed the medical exam, and this is the status of my application. We are reviewing whether you meet the eligibility requirements. They are still reviewing whether I meet the eligibility requirements. I've paid my right of permanent residence fee. I've uploaded all documents, means the passports of my children, my wife. I've paid the processing fees of their inclusion into my application as dependents. We've all passed the medical exam. They're still reviewing the eligibility requirements. They've been reviewing my eligibility requirements for like 4 years now. Then they are also reviewing the additional documents I provided, meaning the my children's passports. Uh, as of now, I do not need an interview, but they might call me for an interview later. I suppose I hope they do not, because when they ask you to appear for an interview, normally they've got some confusions and some judgments about you, and they could be wrong, and they could work against you in your case. Okay, then, but not always, obviously. As of now, they do not need my biometrics. They are still conducting my background check. They've been doing it for like 4 years now, and my application's in progress, as you can see. So, as you can see, my application has been probably one of the longest uh, an application could be for a permanent residence to Canada. In Canada, I suppose things are speeding up now since June 2022, because they instantly asked for our medicals, and now I am blank. I do not know what will happen further. I suppose one thing that could happen was that they could ask me for an updated financial statement. I hope they do not do this, because obviously I have not kept all my funds in my bank for 4 years, because obviously the money would depreciate because of the inflammation and so many other factors. Obviously, I invested the money in things that I could instantly get cashed out, but still they're not in my bank. So if they ask me to provide them with an updated financial statement, with the minimum fund requirements, I'll have to check how much the minimum fund requirement is by now, first of all, and secondly, I'll have to cash out everything and transfer it into my bank. So that could be a problem over there, because I'm not instantly intending to do it otherwise, unless I've been pushed to do it. So that could be one thing that could happen, or they might just, I suppose, straight away ask for our passports to stamp. I don't know what happens further. If you've got some experience in this, you can guide me on this. I hope you like today's video and it has been informative for you. Do subscribe my channel, because I'll keep sharing my Canadian permanent residence journey with you. And obviously, inshallah, if we land in Canada someday, then I'll also share with you our struggles and our journey of integration into that society and everything that befalls that. So don't forget to subscribe. Bye bye. Allah Hafiz. Wait.